Hello, today we are going to discuss proficiency scales and how they are used in Vance County schools. Let's first start by answering the question, what are proficiency scales? Proficiency scales are an innovation in education that focuses on student learning and increases student achievement. A proficiency scale is a tool that displays a collection of related learning targets or skills by varying levels that help us identify a student's current level of understanding for a particular priority standard. The categories of the proficiency scales that we use in VCS range from 1 to 4, reflecting a ladder of mastery, increasing in rigor. Our 4 levels include emerging, developing, proficient, and accomplished. At the emerging level, students have no understanding of the standard and may be lacking in the necessary prerequisite skills. As students are provided with targeted instruction on those skills, they climb up the rungs as they gain greater understanding. They keep climbing until they reach the proficient or even advanced level. The standard is mastered at the proficient level or level 3. However, there is an advanced level for students who demonstrate a level of understanding that is cognitively beyond the proficient level. The proficiency scale is a useful tool for students, their parents, and teachers. For students and parents, the proficiency scale is the primary source of information about what they need to know and be able to do in relation to a priority standard. The learning targets are written in student-friendly language, so students can understand and participate in their learning. They directly link back to the proficiency scale, which gives teachers concrete guidance on each target. For teachers, the scale provides guidance regarding instruction, assessment, and feedback. The use of proficiency scales makes differentiated instruction easier for teachers to implement. When teachers have students' placements on the proficiency scale readily available, they can immediately group students and give them level-appropriate instruction and tasks. Students at the emerging level get tasks and the support to help them reach the developing level. Developing level students get tasks and tailored support to climb to the proficient level. The classroom breaks into smaller groups, with students working on tasks intended for their skill level. With relevant targeted instruction, students are more engaged in their learning. To launch the use of proficiency scales in VCS, a team of instructional leaders including curriculum specialists, teacher development specialists, TDS, and multi-classroom leaders, MCLs, came together to develop 8 to 12 proficiency scales for all K to 12 math courses. So, during this school year, our math teachers already have their priority standards identified and the aligned resources and assessments directly related to the standard. Math teachers are the only group of educators who are expected to use the proficiency scales during the 2025 to 26 school year, but other subject teachers are welcome to begin exploring them for their respective standards. Teachers will receive more training on the use of proficiency scales in their PLCs and during district-wide professional development. A lot of educators recognize that proficiency scales are a tool used primarily with standards-based grading. So I'm sure you're wondering if VCS is moving towards a standards-based grading system. For now, we will provide guidance on how teachers can grade students' work for the tasks that they complete at the different levels of the proficiency scales. So our district will remain on the traditional grading system for grades 3 to 12 and use the proficiency scales as a way to respond to students' academic needs more. So like we do with our multi-tiered system of support, or MTSS. Wow, we hope you're excited about how proficiency scales makes learning transparent and how they activate students to own their learning and work towards mastery in Vance County schools.